The humming stillness of the Zalosian research station was unnerving. Every metallic surface, every pulsating conduit, vibrated with an ethereal hum of perfect, contained energy. We were guests, of a sort, on the Vanguard Asterisk, a human exploration vessel docked at their orbital complex, a sprawling monument to elegant, precise engineering. Executor Prime Xylarn, a being of crystalline logic and rigid protocols, addressed me, Chief Engineer Sarah Mackenzie, with an almost imperceptible shudder. Human, your vessel's energy conduits, they are inefficient. Your power regulation systems fluctuate by an average of 0.003%. Such imprecision is computationally inelegant. It introduces unnecessary energy noise. I suppressed a grin. We call it flexibility, Executor Prime. Our systems are designed to adapt, to reroute, to find alternative pathways. It's a feature, not a flaw. Xylarn's primary optical sensor, a single, glowing orb, focused on our ship through the viewscreen. Adaptability without optimal design is merely uncontrolled chaos. Our civilization, the Zylosian hegemony, has cultivated precise energy management for millennia. Observe the stability of the void tier containment field. He gestured to the main observatory screen, where a shimmering, fractured distortion in space-time pulsed hypnotically. The void tier, a newly discovered dimensional anomaly, was held in check by the Zylosians' perfectly balanced energy emitters, their conduits glowing with absolute efficiency. It was a marvel of controlled power. The tier is an anomaly that consumes discordant energy signatures, Xylarn explained, his voice a low, resonant thrum of data. Our perfectly harmonized power output keeps it quiescent. Any deviation, any noise, as you term it, would destabilize the containment. My captain, Alex Jackson, gave me a look. We'd been arguing about noise in our power systems for weeks. Now it seemed it was a philosophical point. So pure, clean energy is the key to managing this thing? Jax asked. Xylarn's orb glowed with satisfaction. Precisely. Our 99.999% efficiency rating allows us to maintain the delicate balance. Your flexible systems would simply be consumed. That's when the tier screamed. Not an audible sound, but a raw spatial wrenching that vibrated through the station. The Zylosian containment field, so perfectly stable moments before, began to flicker. The tier pulsed violently, expanding, its fractured edges rippling with aggressive energy. Containment breach. A Zylosian technician shrieked, its luminescent carapace flashing red. Energy consumption rate has increased by 1,700%. Our primary conduits are overloading. Xylarn's rigid posture stiffened. Compensate. Reroute auxiliary power to main emitters. Reharmonize frequency. But the tier continued to expand, its voracious hunger now seemingly drawn to the very purity of the Zylosian energy. The perfectly humming conduits began to melt, collapsing under the impossible strain. The Zylosian station lights flickered, plunged into darkness in some sections, as critical systems failed. It's feeding on their perfection, I muttered, watching the readouts. Their clean, predictable output is like a perfectly tailored meal for it. It just consumes it more efficiently. What are you saying, Mac? Jax demanded, gripping the console. That we should be grateful for our janky systems. I'm saying their logic is breaking them, I replied, already moving, tapping into the Vanguard S own diagnostic systems. Their flawless energy systems are too predictable. The tier can consume them without effort. We need to give it indigestion. Executor Prime Xylarn, now frantic, turned to us. Human, your expertise. Our logic gates are collapsing. Our simulators predict complete containment failure in 12.3 minutes. We lack a computational model for this chaotic energy absorption. Computational model won't help you, Executor Prime, I said, my hands already flying across my own console. This isn't about logic, it's about making noise. Captain, prepare the Vanguard S forward emitters. We're going to try something monumentally stupid by Xylosian standards. Jax's eyes widened. Stupid how? We're going to bombard the tier with every piece of inefficient, noisy energy we can produce, I explained, pulling up a schematic of Vanguard S plasma thruster bypasses and auxiliary generators. We'll pump out highly variable, randomly fluctuating energy signatures, a cacophony of frequencies, amplitudes, and phase shifts. Think of it as static. The tier is a sophisticated filter, right? Filters struggle with pure noise. Xylarn's orb flickered erratically. Such noise would destroy our emitters. It would introduce unacceptable computational errors. It defies all principles of efficient energy management. Your choice, Executor Prime, I shot back, activating our ship's power relays. Perfect collapse or messy survival. Without waiting for a response, I began the sequence. The Vanguard S internal systems, usually a harmonious thrum, began to whine and shriek. Lights flickered on our bridge as I pushed power through secondary, tertiary, and even emergency reserve conduits. The ones Xylarn would call sloppy backups. Our main emitters, designed for propulsion, glowed with an erratic, multicolored light as they pumped out a stream of utterly unharmonized, noisy energy directly into the void tier. The Xylosian technicians recoiled, their crystalline bodies vibrating with distress. Their sensors screamed. The Xylosian containment field, already failing, seemed to spasm under the new input. But then, something shifted. The void tier, which had been hungrily devouring the Xylosian's perfect energy, seemed to recoil. Its expansion slowed, then stopped. The chaotic ripples emanating from its core began to smooth out, not into Xylosian harmony, but into a confused, frustrated stillness. It wasn't being consumed, it was being annoyed. The tier is rejecting the energy, a Xylosian tech exclaimed, its voice laced with disbelief. Its absorption rate is plummeting. It cannot process this input. That's the beauty of human inefficiency, Executor Prime, I said, wiping a bead of sweat from my brow. Your systems are designed to be elegant. Ours are designed to be stubborn. We don't just output power. We output a whole lot of extraneous data, thermal fluctuations, and quantum jitter. It's the byproduct of iterating, of trying a million slightly different things, of letting engineers experiment with suboptimal solutions just to see what happens. Your tier filter is designed for a symphony. We just threw a death metal concert at it. Outside, the Xylosian station was still failing. Its clean, pure systems unable to cope with the tier's new, less efficient, but still devastating hunger for their structured power. The station is reaching critical overload, Xylarn declared, his orb now flickering with desperate, frantic colors. Human, your noise, can it be replicated? Can it be implemented into Xylosian systems? I nodded. We can modify your primary emitters to output a similar noise signature. It'll be messy. It'll violate every design principle you hold sacred. Your energy efficiency will drop by a full %. But it will keep the tier from consuming you. Xylarn stood frozen, calculating the unthinkable. A 1% drop in efficiency for the Xylosian hegemony was akin to outright technological failure for any other species. But the alternative was annihilation. Proceed, human, Xylarn hummed, the sound tight with what had to be computational agony. Implement your chaos. For the next few hours, my team, guided by my imprecise intuition, worked with the Xylosian engineers. Their flawless, delicate tools struggled with our robust, over-engineered components. Their logical minds fought against the concept of deliberately introducing noise. But step by painstaking step, we integrated our flexible energy routing into their rigid framework, creating pockets of controlled chaos within their perfect order. Slowly, the Xylosian station's lights stabilized. The tier, bombarded by the new, frustratingly incoherent energy, retreated, its containment field reforming around it. No longer a beacon of perfect energy, but a wall of bewildering static. Executor Prime Xylarn observed the stabilized tier, his orb a steady, if slightly dimmer, blue. Your inefficiency, human, has saved our research station. Our computational models are irrevocably altered. The concept of deliberate imperfection is now a valid operational parameter. Captain Jax clapped me on the shoulder. Told you she'd find a way, Executor. Indeed, Captain Jackson, Xylarn replied. Your species' ability to deviate from optimal pathways, to embrace the illogical, presents new possibilities. We request further data exchange on your chaos engineering methodologies. And perhaps a demonstration of what other inelegant solutions your species has discovered. I smiled. It's a long story, Executor Prime, one built on countless mistakes, broken parts, and engineers who always ask, what if we try this? Even when all logic says it's impossible. Welcome to the messy, vibrant, wonderfully chaotic world of human ingenuity. You haven't seen anything yet.